Welcome back. All of the info is at the end of the video and some tips and secrets. Welcome back. We are here to do the Divine Masculine update for this week. Yes, we do have week by week content and we are adding extra star signs very separately. If you want help on your twin flame path, I'm a twin flame coach. We do have twin flame subscriptions both in the members hub on YouTube as well as very separately. We have the extensions for the Twin Flame live on Fridays, listen to the end of the video, and a Twin Flame hub on the website. Now that helps you with the coaching, the mirror work, and anything else. So we're not going to go into this too much. We're going to get into the reading and have a look at where the energy is. Now this week I'm seeing that there is a transition between the old and the new. And it may be because we are, moving into the frequency of the pending eclipse that will be coming. So this month we may have been feeling it. We're moving into the frequency of taking a critical look at things because of the Virgo moon. And I'm seeing at the moment that divine masculine is in between two worlds. Now, this can feel like a soul walk and it may be completing a situation. It's really the devil in the detail. And the reason I say that is because they're both linked to Jupiter and Mars. We had Neptune and Pisces, Jupiter and Pisces. We had the moon in the house of Pisces at the beginning of the month in the shadow signs Virgo. So for divine masculine, they're very focused at the moment on the devil in the detail. This could be with communication. Many of you can get communication. For some reason, the first thing I saw, we have serendipity here. And one message that did come through is some of you may bump into this individual. Some of you may have this very reminiscent energy. It's almost like a smell coming through the air. A very serendipity moment this individual is having. But one of the downloads I did have was some of you can be seeing this individual, touching base with them, communicating, also taking a very critical eye on it. But divine masculine in their own life at the moment is having this situation playing out. I feel they can be looking back at photos. They can be reflecting about where they're going, when they met you, how things went down. And I just feel it's all coming back to them. All of these things are coming back. It's quite funny because in the heart, it's like they want to feel the sense of belonging. They want to feel the sense of tribe and connection. And in this, they're kind of matching the polarities and they're seeing, where that connection is. Initially, especially last week, it was really feeling as though they were looking at life and saying something's got to give, really an acceptance of what it is and what they're moving towards is their fate and their destiny. Some of them are really feeling similar to divine feminine. It's like, oh gosh, when you meet each other, it's almost like, oh God, what have we got here? I feel that they're kind of sensing it was like a destined meeting, a destined connection. They do look at you as that deep spiritual connection. I'm sensing it's very dreamlike. It's quite funny because although we have the full moon in Virgo, a lot of us can be reacting a little bit flighty, a little bit dreamlike, better days, better ways. But it's coming through very intuitive. It's coming through very emotional. I do feel they're having to face, we've got shadow self here. Who they thought they were versus who they really are. They're seeing a reality and they're moving more towards that of who they really are. I feel that they had to face themselves in an honest, earnest way, especially to do with what they were previously doing. Sometimes we can, delay the inevitable and ultimately this could be making a change. I'm sensing that, again, they are very firmly looking back at the correction between the twin flame connection. They're not really looking at a karmic or a soulmate. They're looking at the connection. And it doesn't mean to say that some of these individuals aren't in a karmic connection. But spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, and on the 3D, they're taking direct steps at the moment to move into their honest truth. I do feel if there was an argument or conflict in their minds, they're still thinking of you. They also feel that they're delaying the inevitable with the circumstance. They're really looking at the mirror inside it. They also can be looking at how you have gone through a certain situation and maybe taking a little leaflet out of your book and seeing how they can directly apply it to their life currently. There can be at the moment, this need for connection. There can be something in a group changing. Some of you could actually meet in a group. Some of you, it can be that They are directly confronting a tribe, a family member, group, and saying, look, this is my truth, this is how I feel. This can be directly towards a karmic individual for some, where they are being honest to themselves, and this can just, initially it happens on the inside. It's like this revelation we have, oh gosh, you know, I've had to look at myself in the mirror, is this the path I'm traveling? And it's really where they're moving out of the old world and into the new. Facing their shadow, having a revelation in their minds, taking a very critical look. And sometimes it's necessary too. Sometimes in our lives, it's not that we're purposefully being critical towards another situation energy. But sometimes it's absolutely necessary. It's like, okay, so this can be successful. So this can be a healthy situation. How do I directly look at this so I can get the best possible outcome? I do feel they're having communications with individuals towards their hopes and dreams. This can be towards divine feminine. For some, I do feel this can be communicating directly towards people in their life, that it is affecting their aura and they don't see this to be a success. So that they're kind of saying, you know, they're having to honestly, earnestly look at it. And if they're wanting to actually succeed in a circumstance, be it it's just relating to love with you, which is quite large of an energy coming through in this read this week. I do feel they're talking to people around them, but also internally accepting that that's what is needed. Okay, so I'm getting two messages. This card has been coming through to me as the twin flame energy, but this is more in alignment twin flame energy. I feel if they're in a karmic connection, that was maybe a soulmate energy, even though they're tuning into you, which is a very heavy energy coming through, I kind of feel they're saying, hey, look, in order for me to get from A to B, in order for me to change this relationship between myself and divine feminine, what would I need to do to get back on the path to be able to get there? And sometimes these things are going to take a little bit longer than we thought, but sometimes it can merely be that they were hoping that everything would be perfect and nice and neat and tidy like an envelope. And maybe that's not quite how it's working out. Let's get a clarifier. Where's my clarifier deck? Yeah, I do think this is opening the channel of communication. It's like, okay, Rome wasn't built in a day. Let's have a conversation about this. Let's negotiate this. Do they see the value in you? Yes. We've got Treasure Island. And it's going into hermit mode, concocting up all these things in her mind, having these deep revelations, maybe even having these dream states of how nice it will be when they're on the other side of that island. They have been enjoying the pace. They've always seen the value in you. That has never been a surprise to them. So it isn't that they ever thought that you weren't valuable to them. It was, don't even like using the word divine timing. Yep. For some, they're having a conversation with the karmic. Okay, how is this communication going with divine feminine? Where is that at, please? I feel you won't expect it. I feel they realise that you're moving towards your hopes and dreams. I do feel that, you know, it won't necessarily be that you'll be surprised. You may be surprised of the attitudes and the energies. I do feel for some there can be money coming through to them. This can be from an external source. This can be due to a contract. Some path is ending, a new one starting. Some of you may not be kept in the loop of this automatically, but it can be coming through the grapevine. I do feel this is a very transparent conversation. It's really funny because it's coming through a little bit, and I don't like using tags, but these are the words my guides are sending me. It's coming through a little bit nerdy, and it's not that they're nerdy, okay? We're tactical. That would be the better word. Like, okay, this is the plan. This is what we're doing. This is what the plan is. I love my guides. So it's the more logical side of life, not necessarily this is the most romantic side of life. You might be a bit like, I wouldn't say put off, but maybe perplexed. It's like, wow, I haven't seen you do that before. That's very interesting. I do feel some of you are going to get inside the mind of this person. This can be through a circumstance, but I kind of get this feeling they also, within their own life, are dealing with root cause situations, dealing with analytical details of the bigger plan of things. I do get some of you may get a message and that's quite late and it's in relation to all of these things that are gone down. I do really feel this is a leap of faith forward. Yeah, like they're not sleeping. This could be in the midnight hour, a conversation. It could be that some drastic situation has changed in their life. I still feel there's a family-related dynamic going on here, but they want a new beginning. If they hadn't been working, I feel they're finding a job. There's a lot that they want to talk to you about. It isn't just to do with the connection. It is to do with, it's transparency. That's how it's coming through. It's transparency. It's a deep conversation. I do feel they're going through some interesting times this week. There's everything to money and family. For those that have children, there's that going on. But being that there's the fives, I do feel this can be a week that divine masculine can be a little bit ratty. And it doesn't have to be coming through nastily, so it can just be coming through in a sense that this person's being very firm. This is what needs to happen. This is what's going to be. Would you want to get on the wrong side of this person like a freight train coming through? Probably not, but I don't feel that energy is directly, you know, pushed towards the divine feminine at the moment. I think it's in a sense of the conflict that's surrounding them. They can be getting headaches. Again, I do feel whatever they're pushing, they're going to have a lot of responsibilities on their plate this week, but it's going to happen very, very quickly. And I feel once they tie up these loose ends, for some you are directly getting communication. For some, you're going to be able to have some insight into what this map is going to be moving forward. This can be a negotiation between you and divine masculine. But it's funny, I feel they're doing a lot of talking, even though when I had my reconciliation, I was doing a lot of talking. But I feel it's different on this occasion. I feel it's more, you're probably going to get that information by asking those critical questions. So be cautious of your communication with this individual this week and next week. I will be live again. We are going to move into the extension should you wish to join us, and I'll give you some tips, whatever I'm seeing coming through. I would say be cautious of the communication. It's looking extremely positive this week. I would say overall this is I can't say a recycle situation. This person is very, very direct in what they're wanting to achieve. And, you know, if you're going through and you're listening to any readings and it's coming through that divine masculine is very focused on career and money, don't personalize it. It is because in the mix of it, they feel that that is what is going to provide an ending on one side and a new beginning on another, so they're able to be the emperor that they want to be for you. Come through and have a look at the extension if you wish to. Otherwise, I'm live on Fridays. And yes, this is the video that has the update for all the information of what's happening. And I think it's that way. Take care. I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us. Let's keep you in the loop about the updates. 8 a.m. we are live, and that is on Fridays. Our subscribers get 10% on YouTube, but my website provides 100%. Don't be 10%. We do have the star sign subscriptions and twin flame subscriptions online for both free and paid members. Come through and join us. For webinars and more, we have you covered, and we do have duo packs for those of you that want to get it all. Meditation Hub and Zine Space. Now for your YouTube content, we have extensions for all your twin flame updates. Live still on the Fridays for those twin flame updates, and separately for the star signs, we have more coming. Bookings and webinars and everything you need to know is down at the bottom. Love and light. I'll see you through the month.